Long before kingdoms rose and fell, before money had a name, there was a city by the rivers, Uruk, in ancient Mesopotamia. The land between the Tigris and Euphrates, often called the cradle of civilization, was where humans first began to settle, farm, and build cities. It was here that writing, laws, and religion took shape. Among the sacred temples of the Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations, stood the Grand Temple of Inanna, the goddess of love, fertility, and war. Inanna was worshipped with music, dance, and rituals. But there was one practice that stood out, both mysterious and powerful: temple prostitution, also known as sacred prostitution. Young women, called hierajuels, served the goddess. They weren't seen as sinners or outcasts, but as holy women. Pilgrims from across Mesopotamia came to the temple and offered gifts, seeking blessings, fertility, or divine favor. In return, they spent a night with one of Inanna's priestesses, a sacred act believed to please the goddess and bring prosperity. Over time, as trade routes expanded and cities grew, the practice evolved. Not all who offered themselves did so in temples. Some were widows with no protection, others enslaved or desperate. They found that giving their bodies in exchange for food, shelter, or coins allowed them to survive. And so, prostitution became what many would later call the world's oldest profession. Who started it? There is no known individual who started prostitution. It wasn't invented like a machine. Instead, it grew naturally out of religious customs, as in Mesopotamia, India, and parts of Greece, social inequality, especially for women with no legal or economic rights, and the demand from men across all cultures and eras. In ancient Greece, prostitutes were categorized into classes, from street workers to the educated and highly respected heterae, companions of philosophers and kings. In ancient India, devoteesses were dancers and servants of the temple gods. In Rome, brothels were legal and taxed by the state. Even in early China and Japan, courtesans played roles in entertainment and politics. Conclusion: prostitution didn't begin in one place, with one person, or in a moment of sin. It arose from religious, social, and economic conditions that stretch back over 4,000 years, starting in ancient Mesopotamia. Over centuries, it has worn many faces: sacred, taboo, outlawed, and institutionalized, reflecting the values and contradictions of every society it has touched.